Hey everybody. Hey there, happy Tuesday evening. Good to see everybody. Let's see if I can get myself up on my computer here. And then we can get on with our show, as they say. Let's see what we got here. There we go, super duper. Hi everybody. Hey there on Facebook and YouTube. Everybody that's watching on YouTube, we really do appreciate that. So make sure you say hi when you come in so I'm not here talking to myself. And we have a really fun project for you guys tonight, something just a little bit different than we usually do. We are going to be using the triangle board. Hey Ella, how you doing? Good to see you tonight, Miss Ella. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. This is Kathy from KATHY DYER Wreaths, and I'm on my every other Tuesday as we are scheduled. And like I said, this is a really fun project tonight. Definitely on the triangle board. Hello, everybody. Hi, Shroda. How are you? Good to see you, too. And you're going to want to stay to the very end of this one, you guys, because we have something a little bit extra we're going to throw in on this project, and I think you're really going to like it. So make sure you stick around to the very, very end to see how let's see how I have an accessory for what we're doing here. Well, this one's going to need an accessory tonight for sure. Hey, Wendy and Catherine and Margaret, how are you? All right, you guys, let me get started. What we're going to need first, hi, Tina. Thanks for coming on in here. We're going to do the triangle board, and we are going to start on row 3. We're going to start on row 3, and we're doing every single set of holes on row 3 plus an extra, plus I've tacked on an extra on each end of the rows. And you're going to be doing every other row. So we started on, I said row 3. We're starting on row 10, row 8, row 6, and row 4. And when we get up to here, we'll be doing it just a little bit differently, so I'll let you know what we're doing up there, okay? So starting on row 10, each piece here has, oh, I forgot this guy needs one too. Each one gets an extra side bucket here, an extra side zip tie, in addition to the regular zip ties that we put on here. Okay, all these rows, regular holes up until row 4. Each of them gets a little side add-on, okay, on each side. Side here, 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 and here. So that's how we're going to set the triangle board up for right now. Right, here's your row, 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 and row. Row, row, row your boat. Okay, that's that. And now let me show you the other stuff that we're going to be using tonight. Excuse me, we're going to be using this 10 by 10. Hey, Michelle, how are you? 10 by 10. And this is on the description box, you guys. And this is a snowdrift mesh. You can get this at Unique in the Creek. Okay, hey Mary, thanks for tuning in. And we're also going to be using, let me grab a drink. We are going to be using some purple tulle. Some purple tulle on this one. Now this tulle, I think we also did on Unique in the Creek as well. Just regular roll of purple tulle. Now you can use any color with this. I'm going to do my colors in purple, okay? And we're also going to be using some of this check poly burlap. This is in a purple and a white. Hi, everybody. Hello. Now, you guys, I want to just tell you ahead of time, this was not my idea, okay? I didn't think of this idea, but I'm doing my version of it. The original version that I saw was Crafty Creations by CV, so I want to give her a shout out for this beautiful project that she did, but I'm going to do my version. All right, so we've got those guys. You're going to need, I'm going to do the second part afterwards. We're going to do the first part first, and then I'll tell you what we're going to need for the second part afterwards, okay? And now let me show you what we're going to do. This is really all we've got, these three things, right? So we got this, this, and this. This is what we're going to do our petals with, okay? We're going to start with this petal because this is going to be the whole base. You guys, we are going to be making a dress. We're going to be making a fancy dinner dress out of this. All right, so make sure you stay tuned for the whole thing. And this is what I'm going to use for my petal. We're going to start a petal, okay? So 10 by 10, and then I took and I cut a piece of my tulle 12 inches long. You can't see it, but it's purple. It's this purple, and I cut it 12 inches long. And so I opened this up. Now, just so you guys know, the tulle and this, they don't get along very well. They like to really stick together. So, you know, just be aware that they stick on all the edges. So I'm going to take this, put it in a triangle. I'm going to put this guy in here at an angle. All right. I've got my purple. Let me bring it down a little closer. I've got my purple on top of my white. And I'm going to fold the inside halfway and this end here, just so it overlaps here just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it. 1, 2, about 3 rolls, just like that. And then I'm going to take it and just fold it over like this. Mesh 10 inches, tulle 12 inches. And that is going to be that. That's what I'm going to do. It's kind of the curl, you guys. So what we have here is we have the little purple. Can you see the purple through there? There's a little bit of that purple showing through there, and you'll know why that's important afterwards when I get this all out. And you're going to want to bring your rubber bands out, and I want to make sure that these ends are pretty even, okay? And then I'm just going to take my rubber band and rubber band this end up. And I do probably about 1 inch. I do about 1 inch right there, and that's what it's going to look like. So we've got the purple kind of hanging down through here so that you can see it. Alrighty, this one is a little hiding just a little bit. So I'm going to do one of these now, and then I'll do another one later as we progress with our dress. Okay, remember, this is going to be a dress when we're done. So I'm starting on row number 10, every hole plus an additional on the outside, All right, so let's put these guys in here just like this. Whoops, I need to do the end one first. Hey, Regina, and then stick it in there. All right, and this goes pretty quick once you get these guys in here, okay? So I have a whole bunch of these made just like this. And we're just going to take them and line this whole thing up until row 4, including row 4, row 10, row 8, row 6, row 4, okay? And that's where these guys are going to go. So you are going to need a total of, I want my pieces down here, a total of 32 of these guys, and then you're going to need 10 of a different petal, and we'll get there when we get there. Oh, this guy lost his elastic because I've had these done for a few days, and he kind of burst at the seams, you know what I mean? So let's stick him in here. So these are going to go every single one. And then what I like to do, you guys, is you kind of like to even these edges up down here, right? Hey, Judy, how are you? Good to see you. All right, and put these in here. Now, these are going to overlap, and we want them to overlap down there, okay? And you'll see there's 2 sides. There's one underside here. It looks like a fishtail. And then there's this side. I try to use this side, but sometimes the underside does show on the top, and it's okay with me. I'm not going to be too picky about that. I'm just going to get these guys in here, right? And see how that kind of is opened that and that end a little bit? I don't care. That's good. That's okay with me. So row 10, every single one here, including an extra one on the very outside. So let's get this in here. And this is going to be a very pretty, let's go have some tea dress, right? It's going to be, let's go grab a nice spot of tea, if you will. And you'll see what I mean. We're going to give this dress an accessory as well. So when I'm done here with this dress, you're going to want to stay tuned to watch how simple we are going to make an accessory for this. So you guys make sure you stay tuned. Again, a total of 32 of these white and purple, I'm going to call them curls because they kind of are curls, alrighty? Going all the way in. So once you get all of your petals made, you guys, I'll do another petal for you in a little bit. Once you get all your petals made, this will go in lickety-split, right? You all know that. Once you get the petals done, this is a lickety-split thing. All right, All right, so there's our first row right there. That's our first row right there. And he's sticking out, but we're going to fix him. We're going to, you know, it won't matter. You'll see afterwards that it's going to be okay that that sticks out, okay? All right, so let's go. Let's keep going. So now that was row 10. We're going on row 8 with the exact same thing. Up on row 8, ooh, with all of our petals. Hey, Amy, how are you? Look at our petals we got here. We got a ton of them. Oh, I think I'll take this and clip these off first. Let's clip these off because we don't need these guys sticking up, right? We don't need these sticking up. Let's get these out of here. I've overloaded myself with petals here, you guys, right? So 32 of these and then 10 additional of, we're going to do a Star Trek petal on the top, okay? All right, that's all set right there. And let's get this other one going. Let's get the other ones in here. I'll start from this side over here on the very edge. This is our extra, extra. See that extra over there? Let's grab these. Hey there. Hey, Lori. Good to see you. Okay. And then this guy. Get him right in here. This is going to be beautiful when I'm done, you guys. This is going to be so pretty when I'm done. You wait until you see it. This is going to be something totally different than you guys are used to. But like I said, it's going to be our, I called it a fancy dress. Hey, Nancy. It's a fancy, fancy. All right? Fancy, fancy. This is, I'm going to go out to dinner. My go out to dinner dress. And you can do any colors you want. So if you wanted to highlight, you know, maybe a pink underneath here, something other than the purple or the lavender, you just grab yourself a different color of tulle to put underneath the white, and you can make this dress any color that you choose. Right? This is what I had on hand, so that's why I chose it. And I did have some hot pink, but I was trying to coordinate everything. And it just worked out well with everything else that I had in stock here. So I'll show you in a little bit what I mean. So I see there's two sides. There's kind of the side that's all smooth like that. Then we've got our underside. I'm keeping this side up. I don't think there's a right or a wrong way. If the underside shows, it's okay, you guys. It's all right. See, these guys stick together. They love to stick together. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Laura. It's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. Forever and ever. Great to see you. I'm great. How are you doing? So see how fast this dress is going to come together? So, woo! She got fancy, fancy. Okay, so now let's cut this stuff off. And I'll do another petal for you guys, okay? I'll do another petal. Alrighty, so those guys are done. So now let's do one more petal so you can see what I did. Hi, everybody. Everybody on YouTube as well. So, right, we have our 10 by 10 inch piece here. Let me move this guy out of my way. And then we have a 12-inch piece of tulle. Okay, this is purple tulle. I'm just going to open this up, and I always have my finished edges, top left, bottom right. And I'm just going to kind of put that in diagonal with this. And then I'm going to roll half in, sticks, get out of there, baby. Roll half in and kind of just make that fold over just a little. And then I'm just going to roll, roll, and roll. All right? And then you just turn it sideways, like that, and there it is. Just like that. Actually, I'm going to open this up and I'm going to move my purple a little bit differently. I want a little more to show. Let me see if it'll show if I put it in a little bit differently. Hang on just a second. I'm going to put this in just straight. Let's see if that makes it come out a little bit longer. I'm going to be honest with you guys, when I did this, I didn't add the purple. I made all these petals and I did not add any purple, and then I went back in and I undid them all and added purple because I thought it needed purple. Yeah, that's better. So when you lay it in, just lay it straight across your white. And then get your tails so that they match up good. Hold it in the middle here. Grab yourself one of these and stick it up. And then it comes out looking like that. And there is the purple right underneath here. You can see, all right? That's how I did that petal. And we're going in right now on row number 6. Row number 6. Let's put this guy in here. All right. See if I can get these the right way here. By right way, I mean the kind of, see that underside is here. It's okay. If one of the underside shows, it's all right with me. Hello, Karen. How you doing? So we're on row 6 right now, just to let you guys know. Row 6. And then when we get up to row 4, things will get interesting. All right, things are going to get interesting on row 4, just to let you know. Keep misplacing these guys. It's like a pair of scissors. You know, you're wrapping Christmas presents, and how many times do we lose our tape and our scissors? You put it down on the side, and it's like, where did my wrapping paper, or where did my tape and my scissors go? It's the same thing with all my tools here. It's like, I don't even know where I put them, right? All right. And look how quick this dress is going together. Look how quick. All right, we're on our last one already. I love when the project goes together really quick, right? Okay, so that there was row 6. Let's take this off. Okay, so this will be the last row that we do these petals. Okay, row 4 is the last row that we're going to do these petals, and we're going to double these up. So what I've done, we've got one on the tail, one on the end here, right? One on the end. Right, so we've got one on the end right here, and then we're doing every hole plus shared. Every hole plus shared, okay? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 pipe cleaners, right? 7 zip ties on row 4. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's put these in. I like to do this sideways, you guys, because it's just easier for me to put these in sideways, okay? And then we'll just put these guys right down in. Grab my things here. Alrighty. Every hole plus shared holes on this. Row number 4. Oops, backwards. If I can put the smooth side up, I do. That's why I just said backwards, because I really didn't even check to see if the smooth side was up. Oh, looks like I'm lacking one, so I'm gonna so I'm just going to take one of these guys off here. I don't really have to have it. I shorted myself one. There we go. It doesn't really matter. They're pretty tight up in there anyway, so it won't really matter. Okay, so there we go. So these guys are down. Let's clip this off. Okay, so that was row 4, and that was every hole plus shared plus shared. So here's what we have. This is what we have already for the dress. So this is going to be the bottom of the dress, right? Which one am I seeing that's sticking up here? This one right here. That's going to be the bottom of our dress. So now we're going to work on this top side, you guys. So let me show you the petal that we're going to be using for this top side of the dress. We're going to be using, I think this is the Star Trek petal. I'm not sure. I should know. I should know. Okay, so this is the poly burlap, right? Poly burlap, and it is a 10 by 10. So your finished side, right? So we're just going to fold it over like that, right? Now I like to pat them down. Then I'm folding either this side over that way or this side over that way. You guys pick. It doesn't matter which way you go. I'm left-handed, so I go left over to right. Fold that baby over, right? So then we have here. Now this one doesn't stretch. Sometimes they stretch them like this, but I don't stretch them. Yes, it would look great for a Christmas tree, wouldn't it? So I'm just going to do my imaginary middle. I'm just going to pinch it. Pinch this middle up, and then pinch this in, and pinch this in. I only do 3 of them there, and that's what that looks like. Kind of a spade, and it has an open end. All right, that's what we're doing for the top of the dress. My siswas, where did my siswas go? Right here, right there. And so I'm going to cut this off a little bit on the end, and then just put our thing around it here. Okay, and that's the petal that we're using tonight. And I'll do another. I'll do one more, and I'll save one for a little later. Here, well, I'm going to do them all right now because there's only 10 of these. You'll need 10 of these pieces right here. 10 of them. Right. Right. Fold it. So this has got an open end and a closed end. I just find the middle and I do one and I do 2. Some people will do 1, 2, 3. You pick. I'm doing 1, 2. 1, 2. That's all I'm doing on mine. There's no right and wrong. Do what makes you happy. Do what works for you. Cut that tail off there. All right. And I try to make them all kind of look the same, okay? And I'll do one more because that's what I have left. One more to do. So 10 by 10 inch piece. 10 by 10. Finished, finished. I take my top, my bottom and roll it up to the top. I don't roll it, I move it. And then I push them down. I take my left over to my right and I line these edges up. And the important part is this open edge here, I want that lined up. That's important to me. That's the most important edge to me. And then I kind of crush it down. Find your middle up here. Scrunch, scrunch, and scrunch. Okay? That's what we have. Cut these guys off. This is pretty thick. The other one I used was a lot thinner. I do have another dress that I made here, and I'll show you afterwards. But I didn't want to spoil the surprise. I wanted you to see this all come together without seeing what it's supposed to look like in case it doesn't come out, right? In case it don't come out. All right, so we got these all set to go. Now we're going to put these on the top part. I'm using my body as the top part. You can't see, but anyways. Now what we're going to do on row 4, right on row 4, right here, we're going to double over these guys. All right, so you're going to grab yourself your pipe cleaners, or your zip ties. I keep saying pipe cleaners. Why is that? And where's my zip ties? Where'd I put them? Where'd I put them? Here they are. They're certainly right in front of me. They were literally right in front of me. All right, so let's double over these. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to add 1, 2, 3, we're going to add 5 of these across here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm trying to think if I put them on the outside. I think I did, yeah. So I'm going to start these on the outside. On the remember that tippy one on the outside? I'm going to start this one on the outside. All right. And then I'm going to go, so I've started, I'm going to try to explain this to you guys. So here I am. I started here. This is row 4. I started here. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so you just want to space these out across row number 4. Is all we're going to do. Hi, Shirley. Everything's great, thank you. So there's 1, there's 2. And I'll show you the back where I double did them. Here's 3. And here's 4. So we're going over the top of these. And 5. All right, so let me show you what I did. We're right here. We got 1 hanging off the edge. We've got the long one here. We've got the regular hole, shared hole, and end hole. So end, large, regular, large, end. That's what I did for these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where my petals are going to be for the rest for this dress. So I want to be paying attention of where my opening is here, right? I need to be paying attention of what part's open and what part is closed. So you've got to decide on these edges. Do you want this edge along there, or do you want the open edge along there? And I'm going to have the closed edge on the outside. So this closed edge is going to face the outside here. So I'm going over the top of this. This is a thicker mesh than I used originally, so it's a little bit harder to get in there. So there's that one. And this. Hi there, everybody. So there's one. And then here's another one. So, and I also want to pay attention to these. I think I'm going to have that there. I think I'm going to have them all in the same direction. So this is the outside is going to be facing over here. Here's 2. I've probably been smarter not to close these zip ties. So hint, hint, row number 4, when you double and over, probably don't close them. It'll be easier for you not to close them. You know what I mean? Because this is pretty thick, unless you use something else in here. Let's see if I want to turn that over. Well, I guess that'll be okay like that. But I want it to be looking all the same. There we go. And I want these to line up, all right? I want those to line up there. And it looks like they are pretty good. I need to bring this in just a spell. All right, I don't have all that under there. Let me get this one off. I didn't incorporate all of this, and I need to, so let me grab another zip tie, and I'll leave it open this time. There we go. And I'm going to leave this open. All right, I'm going to leave that open this time, and then see how these are, and that looks okay to me. And there we go. Make sure we grab that in there. Okay, so there's that. So there's that one. that one, and then we've got some other ones. And I think for these two middle ones, I'm going to make these two butt together. All right, so both openings in the middle are going to butt together. All right, that's how I decided that I want this. You can do it so that all of your sides are the same. I'm just going to do it a little bit different here. All right, and I want to make sure that they together like that. That's how I want mine. Okay. And then I'm going to carry on with the other direction with my closed side there. I think I'm going to take these other two out. This one's just, it's harder to do with them closed, so just leave those open on this one, you guys, okay? When you put these in, just like that. And this is going to be part of the dress. You'll be able to see. Barely getting that in there. Yeah, get in there. Okay, and then we've got one more. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one more over here. And that's going to be 5. Okay, I'm on a longer one. I'm picking and choosing which one I want. So let's see. We're going to face, I want my finished edge on this outside. So I'm going to put that in there if I can get it in there. Okay, so there's that one. All right, so there we go. All right, so we've got 5 of these across the dress. We got 5 of these across the dress down here. All right, that's going to be the bodice part. And now we're going to cut these off. Okay, so that's that. Now the next one, we're going to have 3 coming on top of that one. 3 coming on top, but I'm going to use, let's see if I use the next row. Yes, I think I did. Yep, we're going to use row 2. All right, the next one's going to be row 2, and we're going to have 3 of these coming in. All right, so there's 1. I'm going to leave these open. 2. So we got regular hole, big hole, and regular hole. And I'll hold that up so you can see in just a second. Okay, so what we did on that one is we've got, this is on row 2. We've got regular hole, shared hole, regular hole. Okay, and we're going to put 3 more of these on top. Okay, so here's 1. And I'm kind of going to angle it over because we want it to cover up this. All right. And then the other one's going to go straight in the middle, straight down the center, like that. Yes, it is the same one as a Christmas tree. Yes, this is the triangle board, and this is the one that we use for a Christmas tree. All right, and then that, so I've got the outside, then I've got the open toward that way, and then I'm going to go with the outside this way. You can put these in any opening that you want. The white, oh, this was from Unique in the Creek. This was a poly burlap check mesh from Unique in the Creek. Okay. Alrighty, there's that. So now let's take this off. All right, so this is what we have so far. crush these down a little bit. See, so now this is the other part. I know it's hard to see. You guys, when I'm done with this, I'll back this up. I'll back this camera up for you so you can see. So here's the dress, here's the bodice part, and now we have to work on this top part. All right, so with the top part, you're going to go on row 1, and you're going to use 2 pieces on row 1. So row 1 is regular holes on row 1. All right, regular holes on row 1. Yes, if you guys could use my affiliate link when shopping, that'd be great. I would really appreciate that. So I did make an extra one of these. Let's see, I'm picking which ones I want. I'll pick these 2. Now these 2 are going to face up this way. Instead of facing down this way with the rest of them, it's going up in the opposite direction. All right, we're going to opposite direct this, all righty? Opposite direction is where we're going. That's a little fatter. Let me see if I like this one a little bit better. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'll use this one. So there's 10 of these that you're going to need. And you want to make sure that the top of these are pretty even, okay? Hey, Michelle, how are you? All right, so that's what I got. And I'm going to take these and get these off. All right, so now what we've got is we have this dress that looks like this. And you guys, like I said, I'll back this up. This is going to be the top, right? I'll back this up later so you can see what I've done. Now, we can't have all this mess here, right? Let me show you. Let me zoom in and show you, right? See all this mess here? This is all showing. We have to cover that up. Now, I tried a few things to cover that up with, but what I found that worked best for me was going to be some of this stuff. This is your tinsel roping. This is tinsel roping, and you can find this. I got this one at Craft Outlet because Lori didn't have the color I needed, but she does sell them. So Unique in the Creek does have them, but just not in purple. So this is what I've got. So we're going to take this roping and we're going to wrap it around here so that she has something for her waist, right? This is going to be her waist right here. Alrighty, so that's what I'm up to on that one. So let's get that done. And you can use other stuff here if you want, but this is just what I found to work best. Now we have probably about 1.5 inches here that we have to cover. All right, about 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to take this out, and this is called glitter rope. Well, not really glitter rope. It's a tubing, and I put it down here, and I can't think of what the name of it officially is. Roping, something roping. Something roping. That's helpful, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to take this tinsel roping. Tinsel roping. Tinsel roping. That's what it is. Let me move the other stuff here. Okay, so I'm going to take this now, and I'm going to hook it in one of the holes here. Yep, tinsel roping. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. I'm going to hook it in one of the holes up here on row 1. And I'm just going to kind of bend it so that it'll grab so that I can start. I'm going to start wrapping this around here, okay? And the purpose is to cover my mess, right? So we're going to wrap around, and it comes in a great big thing, so you'll have as much as you need, all right? And we're just going to wrap this around here until we're satisfied that we've covered what we need to cover. All right, I'm going to let that go on the ground because it wants to go on the ground anyways, and I'm not going to fight the fight, right? So see how that's going to cover everything that we need it to cover? And you guys, we're going to make an accessory for this, so don't go. I'm going to show you a really super cute, super easy way to make a pocketbook, a little purse for her to carry that matches her little dress. All right, So, and it will literally take me like under 10 minutes to make, literally. All right, so we've got this covered up pretty good. One more roundy round. All right, so there we go. So I've got her covered up pretty darn good here. And then I'm just going to turn this over. I feel like I could use another couple here to cover this a little bit, but not too bad. Almost right here. I feel like I could have used a fourth one in here for a hint, you guys. If you wanted to do a fourth one in here, you would probably do it. So I'm going to turn it over, and then I'm just going to cut it off with my clippers. And I'll probably stick it through one of these holes here. I'm going to cut it long. I'll probably glue it down. I'll glue some of it. I think I'm going to stick it through a hole and then glue it. I'm going to glue the back of this just a little bit so it stays, you know what I mean? All right, and then we have all of our tinsel that's left here. All this tinsel is left. All right, let me get rid of this because this is over here. And so here's the top of her dress, just like that, right? And now what we're going to do is we're going to put an adornment here because I want something a little to adorn that a little bit. And to do that, I've got, these are called Silly Winks. They're Silly Winks, and I got these from Hobby Lobby, okay? So I'm going to take one of these flowers here, and they're kind of cute, and you get all kinds of flowers and shapes. And I'm going to grab one of these right here, and I'm going to put it right in the middle here because that's going to be just a little bit of extra for her. Now it is a peel and stick, but these are old and they've kind of lost all of their, stickiness. So I'm going to glue this here onto her little front here. I'm going to glue that right on the front. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to make her pocketbook. All right. Oh, another thing that I think I might want to do. These are some tulips that I got from Michael's a long time ago. If you wanted to, and I was just thinking about playing around with it, you could take these tulips, if you want. Let me get a 3er here. I've got purple and I got white. You could take some of these and put them up underneath here before you wrap, which I should have thought of before I wrapped. And maybe just put some tulips that kind of go down around her dress like that. So that's a wonky one. I'm not going to use that. It's too wonky. And I'm going to just take this and just put it under here. It's an afterthought, but it's an idea. It's just an idea, you guys. You can run with it if you want to, or say that, yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, it would be better if I did it before I wrapped it. Let's see here. I just thought it would look kind of pretty with a little something else hanging down there, but for now we'll omit it because I didn't do it ahead of time. But it's just an idea, okay? So that's that. All right, now another thing you're going to need, let's set this aside now so I can show you how to make the pocketbook, okay? So I can show you how to make the purse. So she's all decked out there. And what you're going to need is sheets. You're going to need coordinating sheets of this Silly Winks, okay? These are called Silly Winks. And it is sparkle, and it's just a foam glitter sheet, all right? So you're going to take your foam glitter sheet, and you're going to cut a piece. You're going to cut a piece. So this was the end of the glitter sheet, right? Or this probably was here. It probably was here. Nope, not there. There it was. All right, so it started like this. So you have your long glitter sheet, and this is 12 by 18 inches. Hey there, Eileen. And you're going to just put it on your board here and line this up. And you're going to cut a piece off at 5 inches all the way up here. This is a 5-inch wide piece. 5 inches, okay? And then the length of it is 12. So it's a 5 by 12 inch piece, 12 by 5. So you're going to take it and turn it over, all right, on the back side. I know you guys can't see this that well, but let me show you back here. You're going to line this up on your board, and you're going to take a pen or a marker or something that you can mark with on the underside of this, and you're going to make a mark at 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches, you're going to make a pen mark, okay? And about 4 3/4 inches, you're going to make a pen mark. And at 9 inches, you're going to make a pen mark, okay? So that was 3.5 inches, 4 3/4 inches, and 9 inches. You're going to make those marks on the bottom of your silly winks. See where I made those marks? Those are where you're going to fold your pocketbook. This is what we're going to make. This is what we're going to make. Alrighty? And then you're going to need a contrasting piece. Now, I had a contrasting piece up through here, okay? But if you want this all to be white, you can. It's totally up to you guys. But I decided to do a contrasting piece. So I'm going to do the same here for the purple and the white. So for the white, you're just going to need 2 little pieces, you guys. Just 2 little pieces. And well, I already cut them. But these are going to be about a 1 inch wide by about 3 3/4. So 1 inch by 3 3/4. You'll need 2 pieces of this, all right, on your contrasting color of silly wings. You're going to need your hot glue gun. You're going to need a hot glue gun. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold our paper on all of these marks that we made. So the first one I'm going to fold like here. All right, I'm going to fold that. Now it doesn't hold. I want you to know this does not hold, and you don't want to put a clip on it because it will mar up your piece. All right, so you're just going to have to kind of eyeball it, and then I'm going to fold it again at that second line right there. So this is going to house this piece. All right, so just fold that up again. So I got 2 fold lines right now, which is really all that I need. So I folded it at the first 2 marks down here. Alrighty, I folded it at the 3.5 and the 4 3/4 mark. So I've got this piece right down through here, and I know you can't see, but I've got a line right down here that we're gonna work with, and that's how we're going to be putting. We're going to be adding these guys on the sides of this. All right, so we're going to add that right on the side in here. So that's going to be the bottom of our pocketbook. We're going to add these in here. All right, so what I need to do is add some glue down the side of this so that the outside of the sparkle is on the outside of here so that you can see it. All right, and it's hard to see if you go like this. All right, so I'm going to add some glue, probably, let's see, probably right down the side of this, This is a little tricky, you guys, but, you know, you can do it. And I'm just putting it right on the edge of this, right on the edge there, right on the edge. And then I'm going to fold that up and put glue on the other edge and fold that bottom piece up. Now you can get this Silly Wink stuff, you guys, that has already the sticky back, and you can just peel some sticky back and it will work. Okay. And this sticks really well. This holds really well. So that's going to be the side of our pocketbook. All right. Then we do the other side. We're going to take this other side here, and I'm going to put this on that like that. I'm going to glue that. Okay, and you're just going to glue those into the side like that. And you might have to do a little trimming afterwards, but not much. And then we're just going to glue this one down to that side, like that. Okay, so right now we have that part of our pocketbook gone right there. All right. And then what we need to do, we need to make the rounded, see how this is, well, you can't tell, but this is edged right here. It's kind of curved here and curved here. We're going to do that on the top part of this. So you're just going to take your scissors and just make a little curve. I didn't really measure anything. Just make a little curve. All right, I just made a curve on those. See how they're curved? Cut those. And then this is going to start coming over like that, right? We're going to put our this on first. Now, what I have are these. I have these pearls that I was thinking of putting in here, but then I'm not sure they would stand up, and they're not really white, but they're really cute. So maybe let's try some of these pearls as the inside of our purse. All right, so I'm going to just glue some of these down to see if we can have pearls for our pocketbook. Right, just a little handle on it, and then we'll just kind of cut these off a little bit. Then we'll glue this in. And they stick pretty well to this stuff here. All right, so we got that done, and now we can fold this over, right? We can fold this over. I'm going to cut this side, maybe just a smidge. Let me see. Yeah, maybe not. And now what we can do is glue. We're going to glue this down to here, all right? So I'm just going to take a little glue. I'm going to glue this down so that it's even. All right, so we've got this part done for the purse, and I'm just going to kind of fold this in a little bit. You know how pocketbooks have that little fold in there? I'm just going to fold it a little bit on each end. All right, and then I'm going to take one of my silly winks. I pulled a couple flowers. I pulled a couple of these silly wink flowers, and I'm going to put this white one on there because I think it goes good with the pearls. So you can just peel the, well, there was a back on that. You just peel the back off. Is there still one on there? Yep, there's still one on there, but I'm going to glue it too anyways. And it has a little pop-out center. I'm going to take the pop-out center out because I want the purple to show through. And then we're just going to glue this on our pocketbook. All right, let me get this glued here. Right now, if you wanted to, you could trim all this out. You could trim this out in different pretty things. So look how pretty that is. So we just made a pocketbook for her dress. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to put the camera up so you can see this really well, all right? Okay, so here we go. So here's our dress, right? Here's our dress, right? This one's a little wonky. This one's out of control, right? There's that, and then we got a purse to go with it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this purse, and I'm going to take a little bit. I'm going to take a zip tie. Let me see, my little zip ties here, let me see. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to zip tie my purse to my dress, right? I'm just going to zip tie this in here, probably right around our little thing here, so hold on. And then we can just hold it up and have the pocketbook zip tied to this. Okay. Right? So there's her dress. This side needs to come out a little bit. Right? How cute is that? So a dress and a matching purse. So, so cute, right? Right? It's just kind of cute. I don't care what you say. And the purse just makes the whole thing, right? The purse just makes the whole thing. Let's see if I find myself up on here. Yep, it's pretty cool, huh? It's pretty cool. Again, this wasn't my idea. The idea came from CV, what is that here? Crafty Creations by CV. She was the creator, I think, of this. At least that's where I first saw it. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's where I saw this, and I thought, I have to try to make one of these. And this is even cute too. You could even put this purse with it, right? You could put either purse you wanted with it. All right, you guys, I hope you like that. I will catch you all in a couple of weeks, in 2 Tuesdays from here. If you do decide to go shopping, please use my affiliate link. I really do appreciate that. It gives me just a little extra. And until next time, you guys have a great next 2 weeks. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.